so it should be up and running. I should definitely... Okay. Alright. Concurrent viewers 1. Alright, so let me post here. Alright, can anybody hear me? Like, is anybody there? Can you hear me? Wait, what was that? Oh shit, okay, hold on. That's weird. Okay, I shouldn't... I mean, this is... Hold on. Yeah, this is as loud as I'm gonna get. So I'd recommend you turn your volume up. I'm sorry. Alright. So let me just put up a comparison here. Hold on. Y'all ready for this? Hold on. Alright, let's see how loud. Okay, yeah. How about that? Yeah, I got it. It should be alright, like... Yeah, how about that? Like, okay, the music in the game's gonna be louder, but I can, yeah, I worked with these settings last... Are you serious? Okay, hold on. Alright. How about now? This is horrible, I'm sorry. We've got... So... Alright, perfect. So... I'm just waiting for everybody to get here. Just waiting to see, like, who's on. Yeah. Yeah. I found this on Twitter and I had to post it immediately. I had to put this as my thumbnail immediately. Nah. Okay. So yeah, if there's anybody else you want to invite to the stream or like get on the or like get on here, then be sure to do that, because once this playlist is over, we're getting going. Oh, we're rolling. I'm a bit like scared. I'm a bit nervous now that there's more people here, but I'll be all right. We've got this. It's gonna be a stream. I'm sure that once I get into it, I'm gonna be like perfectly in the zone. But right now, it's like, holy shit. I should stop saying that's an indication that racist. Alright, let's get... I picked a good playlist, by the way. Like, I made a good playlist. I picked songs just for this stream. Like, I'm gonna play this playlist every single stream, and it's pretty good. Christmas means it's Christmas. Alright. So I can tell from the streaming board that there are 4 viewers right now. So if you're on, subscribe and hit the bell. But also like tell me you're here so I know who I'm dealing with. Come on, Mary Next, I want you to be here. Anybody on? Okay, just talking about Persona, okay. Also, Nikki, I type by like this, okay? Like, it's skinny, but only, like, it works when yeah. Shit. Sorry, I was playing with my phone and it dropped on the table. It's weird, I've known you two for longer, and yet I'm more worried about I'm more worried about not being able to impress you guys. I mean, I should probably chill out, like... Well... There's 2 things to respond to at once here. So, you keep changing your age each time. I thought you were grown... Vega, I thought you were grown in a vat 2 years ago, and now you're 6? Is this like XJ9 from fucking... God, if anybody remembers My Life as a Teenage Robot, click the like button. And yeah, I should definitely chill out here. Like, this isn't... How do I put it? It's not meant to be, like, an impressive thing. Like, it is kinda, but it's meant to be just a fun time, you know? Yeah, so... So, basically, I'm gamer. Yeah, I've never had pita chips before, but I've had, I've, I've had pita bread before, and I liked it when I was like 8. I got the grilled cheese sandwiches at Dunkin' Donuts. I have very specific memories of eating grilled cheese sandwiches at Dunkin' Donuts, right before every... I was 8, and this was before every, like, therapy session, I think. It wasn't... I mean, I have a very complex childhood, but those distinct memories, they don't sell those anymore. Like, if you go to Dunkin' Donuts, they do not sell those anymore, and... I cried the first time I found that out, but now I'm just like, I can just take some bread, some cheese, and just cook it, and that's it. They used to a long time ago. They did. When I was younger, yeah. And yeah, So, you're not gonna believe this, but I have never had chips in my life. I mean, I might have, like... My parents tell me that when I was a baby, I loved, like, all sorts of, like, sweets and junk food of that kind. And I like some now, but it's... I think I told you all the story of how I haven't eaten any like, sugary food just out of spite. And at this point, I'm just too lazy to even go out of my comfort zone now. So, yeah, I I was like 6, and the ice cream truck came, and I didn't have any money. So some kid, some kid was saying, "Do you want some ice cream?" And I was like, "No," and I was like, "No," and this kid called me a baby, and I was like, "I don't, what?" And my heart was set at that point. I had to have a reason to not eat ice cream. I had to not like it, and I've been committed ever since then. It was, it's like a distinct memory I have, but I don't, I don't remember what the fuck was going on in my head during that. And yeah, recess, that's fair enough. I've recently started going out of my comfort zone in that regard. Yeah, my anime backstory. I out of out of all the shit that's happened in my life, this is the thing that defines me as a character. All right. So, uh oh, nice. Good job, Ren. So, so yeah, welcome, Ren, and welcome everybody else. We're waiting for 2 more people now. I'm gonna, wait for the playlist to finish. And so yeah, so welcome everybody. We're gonna have a good time here. This is part 2 of our Turnabout Goodbye stream. Last time we found out that Edgeworth is a killer, except maybe not, but he really doesn't like us, except he just wants to save us. And also, we learned that we also learned that we also learned about Lotta Heart and about some guy with a boat rental. But most importantly, we learned that Maya is a fucking badass. Yes, his honestly, I love every character in the Ace Attorney series. Like, Maya, Edgeworth, Gumshoe, like, they have stuck with me. Like, they have been etched into my brain, so I could not ever forget them, and I don't want to. Like, one thing that the second trilogy of Ace Attorney has kind of failed to do is establish like a set of like set characters. Like, it switches out its prosecutor, it switches out its detective each game, and it introduces new characters. Like, we're starting to get used to Apollo and Athena now, right? But the cast of characters, it ends up being like a gimmick of the week sort of thing. I don't know how to put it. Like, I really love the recent games. Like, like, they all are really good in their own way, but they don't stick around quite like the original trilogy does, because it doesn't have those lasting characters. I'm hoping that when they, and should probably be an if, not a when, but when they make a new Ace Attorney for the Switch, they actually have like set characters and have something from the previous games like go with it. Like, I'm hoping that they stick with the characters from Spirit of Justice, because that's a really good place to be generally. Yeah. So, you see, you see now I can talk about Ace Attorney for 5 minutes straight and not skip a beat. This is gonna be fun. Hey, Miri, alright. Hey, come on, come online. We're doing this. Alright, just gonna wait for Hex to come on, and then Yeah, yeah. Yes, okay. We're gonna wait for Hexgen to come on, and then we're ready to go. So let's just give it a bit. Uh, so part of the reason that I've so part of the reason that I picked Turnabout Goodbyes, aside from it's Christmas, is because this is the one of the most iconic cases in the series. That's like it established so much of the canon and influence of the series that good on you, Recess. You are so incredibly valid. Oh, nice, Mary. I Hat in Time is super cool. Like I know at least one other person here can attest to that. Uh, and I have it in my Steam library and need to play it at some point, but I haven't. So I'm playing this game because, I'm playing this case because it has like all of the components and characters to. All right, good on you. Have fun with Spingo. So so the resolution for the stream. Only bit of Spyro I've played is the Skylanders on the 3DS. It's I don't know, honestly. Like it says that my connection is doing all right, and it's playing at hold on stream video. Yeah, it should be all right. I don't know. Is there something with the bit rate? I'd have to restart the stream. I'd have to restart the stream if I. Yeah, I mean, it's it's an action platformer. Uh, yeah, I mean, shit. I never quite got into action platformers. With the age of I didn't really get to. I wasn't really there for the age of like Jack and Daxter or Crash Bandicoot or any of that. Like, it was just like I just played like Mario and fucking more Mario, and that was it. And like I like Mario. It's like it's influenced a lot of how I think about games, but I also feel like I've missed out on some of the best platformers. Like I don't know, it's yeah, yeah. I mean, my I yeah. I mean, I haven't. I remember playing I remember playing Yoshi's Island DS on a friend's DS. It was a friend's cartridge, and I only got to play it for a bit. And I wanted to go back to it since it seemed really cool, but I I've been turned off from that a bit when I played New Yoshi's Island, Yoshi's New Island, and hated it. I mean, I know that's just an aberration, and but it soured my view of Yoshi. So, but I don't know. Like, I liked Mario a lot. Baby Yoda, what? I I Yoshi throw egg. Ba- Mar- Mario be like I'm baby. So, I mean, I think I've. That was, okay. I actually remember that sound better from from Mario 64 DS. Like, that was a that was a launch title for that was a launch title for the DS. So I remember like getting the DS and being like, wow. All right, hey, welcome back. All right, so Hexion yet? Wait, I'm tempted to get that Cyrillic symbol for God, but like, okay, that's definitely weird, Ren. Like, yeah, I mean, for me, it looks like fucking. Oh, I forgot. I don't have a print screen button on this. So wait, Hex, are you on? Okay. I picked. I picked good ass songs. Do, do not get it twisted. So, all right. So, main thing. So Mary, what you missed. So Mary, what you missed is that Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth is it's a different laptop, okay? But it's so Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth has been arrested for murder, and he apparently shot a guy on a boat at Gourd Lake where they find the monster Gordy. Yeah, yeah, he's been arrested for murder. Oh man, you're in for a fucking treat if that's surprising to you. So so we collected evidence, and last time we just barely managed to prove that Edgeworth couldn't have been the one in the supposedly decisive picture, because the fingerprints on the pistol were on his right hand, but the picture showed him firing from his left. So what's the deal there? We've got a lot of other leads too, like that the victim was somebody that Edgeworth knew personally because of the DL6 incident, which somebody else could explain better than me because we've not got much time. And also that and also that the hold on. And also that the supposed eyewitness wasn't actually looking at the boat and was really just looking out for the fucking Loch Ness monster. So that's the kind of thing we're going for. So the main things you need to know narratively is that Edgeworth's got some baggage behind the DLC. It's got some baggage behind the DL6 incident because it's the case where his father was murdered, and that it's the case where his father was murdered, and they couldn't find any leads as to the killer, so they used a spirit medium. I just realized how insane this sounds. They used a spirit medium to channel the dude's spirit. Yeah, so he channeled the spirit. So they channeled the spirit, and he said the killer, but Edgeworth's like resentful possibly because the defense attorney who was the victim in this case got him off innocent. So yeah, and also Yeah. I've not I have not seen I have not experienced Rashomon yet. I don't I've not gotten the chance to experience Rashomon. I will experience that later. So what's going what's going on here is that we're hold on, what? Huh. Huh. Alright, we've got the last song playing here, so let's get it going. Alright. The pregame music playlist. Alright, so you've got the context. I've got to say, I just want to say that I love this title screen. Like, I love this title menu and like everything about it. It's a very small touch, but I love. It's just it sets the tone. Yeah, so this is the fun part of playing Ace Attorney with you guys is that you get to like you get to experience like unraveling the mystery yourself, and you get. I'm sorry if you heard that horn. This is a city. Um, you get to like experience this yourself and unravel the mystery and like understand, like try to figure out what's going on, and like a lot of the time I'm going to let you like off the leash, and I'm gonna like have you guys decide just what's going on here. Hey Ren, okay, so just waiting on Hex, and we should be there in Hex. You there? You there? All right, all right. Three, two, Hex, Hex, please. Let's go. December 26th, Detention Center, Visitor's Room. Maya. Hey, Nick, it's you. I'm glad Mr. Edgeworth made it through the day okay. It's a relief. Hey, why'd you do that anyway? I don't know. I just knew I had to do something. I know I'm not the lawyer my sister was. I'm sorry. Well, you did save the trial. Just behave from now on, okay? Oh, okay. Alright. Questioning. Have you been questioned yet? No, not yet. Detective Gumshoe is here just now. He said, seeing as this is your first offense, we'll let you go after questioning. Ugh. Oh, and he wanted me to get bail money ready. You can pay for me, okay? How much? I don't know. I guess they'll send you a bill or something. Why do I picture giant bills of money every time I hear the word bail? Alright, so... Also context, Maya is a spirit medium, and normally she can channel the spirit of my dead mentor to help us out with the case, but for some reason she can't now. So I'm gonna like, she's trying, but she just can't. Right, Gourd Lake Park entrance. There are fewer than there were yesterday, but the cops are still around in the park. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe is here today. Right. December 26th, Gourd Lake, public beach. Haven't seen Larry around today at all. So context, Larry is Phoenix's best friend, kind of. Like he was his friend in middle school, and they got along. December 26th, Gourd Lake Woods. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. Hey, pal. The trial today, yes. What about the trial? Well, I was going to say good show, but it really wasn't all that. Though you did save Edgeworth, I guess. I just wasn't sure how to thank you, you know? Thanks? So, what evidence you got for me? Hold on, this is lagging for some reason, I don't know why. I'm sure it'll be fine, just, hold on. I'll keep this on. Detective Gummershoe? Any idea what strategy Von Kahn was planning for tomorrow? It sounds like he's bringing another witness. Another witness? Oh, right. He said something about that in the trial today. Yeah, I mean, it's a stream on YouTube, so of course there's gonna be lag. There were 2 witnesses. Wait, hold on, okay. Yeah. I was wondering who that other witness was. Or, who was it? Sorry, pal. As much as I'd like to, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information. Right. Oh, right. I wanted to ask you something about Edgeworth. What's up? Is he afraid of earthquakes? I never heard anything about that before. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't talk about himself too much, see? But there's one thing that's clear as day. Him hating crime the way he does, and him becoming a lawyer, and him being scared of earthquakes. It all started with that incident. The DL6 incident? Yep, that's the one. 15 years ago, when he saw his father shot before his very eyes. He still feels the pain now. You can see it in his eyes. I wanted to talk to you about Maya Fey. Oh, she's not out on bail yet? That's strange. I told him to let her go as soon as they had the report written up. Man, I don't know what would have happened in that courtroom today if it wasn't for her. Seeing her getting dragged out by the bailiff. I'll be honest with you, pal. I shed a tear or two. Edgeworth, he was so moved I saw his lip trembling. Really? Cold as ice, Edgeworth? He was really grateful for what you did, you know? I'm going to head back to the station. I'll get the report on Maya and get her out of there as soon as I can. Oh, okay, so that's something I should have mentioned. So during the trial, when the witness like was not able to testify, and yeah, it was contempt of court. So Phoenix couldn't like speak on it, couldn't ask for more information without being held in contempt of court, and so Maya did instead. Like she gave that up. Like she told the witness, like, speak up, like tell us what's actually your testimony was vague as shit. So actually tell us what's going on. So yeah, and so Phoenix was almost held in contempt for that, but Maya was the one who went to jail instead. So maybe we can get Edgeworth to pay this month's rent too. Alright, so there shouldn't be any more. In court you can. Alright. It's public disturbance. Oh, rental shop. Okay. So this is where things get interesting, I think. Wait, is it? Is it? I don't know. I think this is the episode where this is the chapter where it opens up. Small boat rental shop. Doesn't look like anyone's gone. Okay. Closed because of the murder. So I think I can visit Maya now, and it should be okay. Nikki, try refreshing the page. Like, it might help there. Not sure though. Detention Center. December 26th, Detention Center. Visitor's room. Hey Nick, you finally came. They just finished the paperwork. I'm free to go. Yeah, they're here. They're shiny jiggly. Those interrogators were really mean. I, they were like, okay, what did you... Yeah, Nikki's shiny... Yeah. Like I was some kind of criminal, can you believe it? Well, they let you out in the end, didn't they? Oh, that reminds me. Thanks for the bail. Thank Edgeworth. Huh? He posted bail for you. Said he was grateful for what you did. Mr. Edgeworth did that? I have to make it up to him. We've got to win this case, Nick. Alright. So now we can head to criminal affairs and see what happens there. Detective Gumshoe's not here. Gumshoe's at the scene again today. Huh? Oh, really? It's Nicky. He's a live wire, that one. Got into a fight with the chief for not following protocol. Not following protocol. Yeah, they... I've told them all that... I've told them all about I've told them about Falling Star and about everything that we've done, and I've told them that you're, like... They could say it better than me. Oh man, did I not ban that? Hold on. Whatever, it's fine. Gourd Lake. December 26th, Gourd Lake Park, entrance. There aren't many cops around today, are there? They're probably back at the precinct working up the case against Edgeworth. Hey, y'all! Hey, it's Lotta! Y'all really did it today. This is the witness from last time. She's the one who had the camera. Yeah, she's the one who had the camera, which took this photo. Yeah, which took this photo, and she got this camera. Wait, what? Shit. Hold on. Can I not be heard? Can I be heard? Shit. Nah, I'm not complaining. See, I did a little thinking, a little self-reflection, you might say. I realized that being a witness is a mighty big responsibility. But I just went up there and started blabbing any old thing that came to mind. Lotta. So, you see, I want to make it up to y'all. Make it up. Alright, so what she got here? What did you think of the trial? To be honest, I was doing it just to say I'd been a witness, even though I didn't really see anything. I kind of convinced myself I had, though. I'm sorry, I know it caused y'all a lot of trouble. Well, memory is a tricky, vague little thing. Yeah, I sure know that now. I'll be fine the next time I witness a murder. Right! You mean the first time you witness a murder? Okay, let's talk about fucking Gordy. So, on Gourd Lake, they found there was a picture of this following a sound of an explosion. So, Lotta has set up this camera by the woods, trying to find it again. What about Gordy? Right! Well, the way I figure, the trial's only stoking the flames of Gordy's fever. I got my exclusive photos and rocket to stardom. Alright, Lotta, you go, girl. I wish I could be an investigative photographer, too. Finish your spirit medium training first. Making it up, okay. Lotta, what do you mean by making it up to us? Well, you see, actually, I got a bit of information for you. What? That Von Karma didn't want me to say nothing about it. What information? Now we're getting to the heart of it. See, I reckon we might be able to do ourselves a little exchange. Exchange? I thought this was to make it up to us. Right. I proposed a little exchange to make it up to ya. What? Information don't come cheap, my friend. Hey. I see you thinking, my, how unsophisticated these southern folks are. It's written all over your face. Let me tell you, most southerners are way more sophisticated than you. I'm just the exception, okay? Well, what'll it be? We're gonna deal or not? What do we do, Nick? Fucking deal. We don't have any other leads, so I don't think we have a choice here. Okay, how much? Huh? You completely off your rocker? I may not be sophisticated, but I'm not trying to rob the poor. Huh? The only fair exchange for information is information. Listen good. What I need from you is information about Gordy. Whoa, 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 Gordy? But Gordy doesn't... I mean, Gordy might not exist. Then bring me proof that shows you don't. I'll be keeping watch from the car, okay? You see something? Y'all come to me first, got it? Oh, okay. Right, see y'all later. Okay, Nick, let's get hunting. Hunting? You don't seriously mean... Gordy? I sure do. What about Edgeworth? We're searching for Gordy for him, Nick. Don't you get it? Okay, and how exactly do we search for a make-believe monster? Maybe we can find a monster myth specialist? How about... Oh boy, what the fuck is this? What have we here? What's that? The Steel Samurai, Nick! Yo, Maya! Larry, what the heck is this? Oh, it was my girl Kiance's idea. She was all, if you like, put this here, it would be like, really cool. Dude, she gave it to me along with the banner. Wow. That's real impressive she could find those for you. Well, she knows a lot of people. And that show's finished now, so she got them for free. Right. Alright, so... It'll be different for each person, you know. Also, Miri. Yo, Nick. What happened with Edgeworth? Well, we made it through the first day in court, alright. I don't know how good our prospects are from here on, though. Huh. Hey, Larry, did you know Edgeworth's secret weakness? He's terrified of earthquakes. He acts like a little boy. Huh? That's weird. I don't think he was ever like that in school. No? Well, we were only in the same class for a year. He transferred schools pretty quickly. Transferred? Right. When the DL6 incident happened. Doesn't look like Larry knows about it, though. Alright, so, what... the big samurai. Hey, Larry, what was that big thing up there before? Huh? Oh, the big guy? I've had that for about a month, yeah. It's a big hit with the kids. Why wasn't it there yesterday? Huh? Huh? Oh, right. The compressor was busted. Huh? Oh, you going, Hex? See ya. Compressor. Yeah, it's a little unit in my head. It's that little unit in my hot dog stand. That what I used there to put in the Steel Samurai. It broke a little while ago, so I sent it in for repairs. Oh. And here I thought you'd inflate it by yourself. I don't know. Doesn't that Steel Samurai look a little out of place? I mean, it's so huge. I guess it's good advertising. Something about the Steel Samurai just doesn't work for me. Huh? Really? It looks pretty well made to me. Still a novice, aren't you, Nick? Really? True connoisseurs like Cody and me don't fall for this kind of stuff. These Steel Samurai fans are obviously in a league of their own. Alright, that should be about it. Alright, let's go to the fucking boat rental shop. It's always so quiet here. I wonder if the boat shop is closed for good. Well, with the murder on the lake and all, they're probably just taking a vacation till it blows over. I get it. Hold on, let me... Okay, yeah, this makes it a bit easier. But he wants Edgeworth to see how it feels to be innocent and proven so by a kind defense lawyer or have a lost man jailed. It's a win-win. You know, we'll see. We'll see about that. Alright. Is Gordy the Steel Samurai? I mean, it's... I wouldn't rule it out, but... Okay, we're getting somewhere. Police Department, Criminal Affairs. Hey there, pal. What's up? You look out of sorts. Wait, you didn't go and do something that's gonna hurt Mr. Edgeworth's case again. What do you mean, again? Whatever, have a seat, pal. I'm here for you if you need anything. Besides money, that is. Oh yeah, canon thing about Gumshoe. He is underpaid. He is very underpaid. Like, he is living off the lam. How's the investigation proceeding? It's not really. We have another meeting coming up. We're supposed to talk about Mr. Edgeworth's motive. His motive? See, Mr. Edgeworth's father died in the DL6 incident. And the guy who got the lone suspect declared innocent was the victim in this case. Robert Hammond. They're saying that's why Mr. Edgeworth shot him. And Edgeworth never talks about his past. I bet they'll drag that out and hit him with him in court tomorrow, too. Poor Edgeworth. I gotta admit, it doesn't look good, pal. Gordy. Say, Detective Gumshoe, do you know Gordy? The monster down in Gourd Lake? Not personally, no. Well, oh shit, he's looking. You got time to go wild monster hunting? How about doing a little questioning for me, then? Oh, Detective Gumshoe is scaring me, Nick. I told Detective Gumshoe about the deal with Lotta. Nick, try telling him sooner next time. Sorry. I see, pal. Sorry for shouting at you. Okay. I, Detective Gumshoe, will aid your search for Gordy. Huh? I'll loan you one of our newest secret weapons for finding evidence. Really? You can take whichever one you like. Let's go. Okay, give us the goods. Hold on now, everything in due time. First, let me show them to you. These are our best and brightest. Introducing secret weapon number 1, Missile. Missile? He's a K9 police dog, still in training. Missile! Missile! Here, boy. Here he is. Hey, he's cute! Look, Nick, cute dog. A cute dog. And this will help us how? Next, secret weapon number 2, a fishing pole. Here, this is my own personal pole. Doggy. Detective Gumshoe, we're looking for a monster. Yeah. How are we supposed to catch a whole sea monster with a fishing pole? Dog, you never know what you tried. Okay, this next one is the last one. No, please, I'm already overwhelmed by our choices. Secret weapon number 3, a metal detector. Here. Detective Gumshoe, we're looking for something alive. Right. How are we supposed to find it with a metal detector? Hey, you never know. It might have been eating soda cans. Well, which will it be? I can't make up my mind, Nick. They all seem so perfect. I can't make up my mind either, for the totally opposite reason. Oh well, I suppose it can't hurt to borrow one of them. Make your choice now. We got 1 vote for dog. 2 votes for dog. Is that a vote for dog, Ren? One vote for metal detector. Alright, 3 votes. 3 votes for dog. Alright, let's go with the puppy. We'll see. Can we borrow Missile? Sure thing, pal. Be good to him. Woof! He's so cute! I just clapped my hands there, I'm sorry. Oh boy. Borrowed K9 unit Missile from Detective Gumshoe. So, to Gourd Lake. Hey, Nick. Missile's been acting strangely. Missile? Oh, right. That little creature of yours. Hey, I love little doggies. Good boy, good boy. What's wrong, Missile? Missile! Much. Stop that, cannibal, it's eating my samurai dogs! My samurai dogs! Wow, he ate every single one. I'm sorry, Larry. Sorry, don't pay my bills, Nick. He's going to have to this time. Okay. This is going great. Hey, y'all. Well, y'all find anything out about Gordy? No, nothing. Well, keep moving. It gets cold out here at nighttime. It is a little chilly. I think I have to sneeze. Whoa, no you don't. No sneezing! I told y'all no sneezing! See, I set the camera to respond to things a little softer than a bang. A trigger on one of Von Karma's finger snaps now. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, sorry is nice, but what about my film? Nick, pay the lady. Oh. Alright, I don't think we're gonna get anything from here, so let's just go back to criminal affairs and see what's up. Well, no, shit. Well, no, it's at least 20. Because he has to pay. He has to pay. And he also is very not paid. Alright, let's try this again. I can... Alright, what should we go with this time? One vote for metal detector. 2 votes for metal detector. 3 votes for metal detector. Let's go. Can we borrow that metal detector? Sure thing, pal. I'm not sure what we're going to find with this. Remember, you're hunting for a monster. Anything is possible. Anything. Borrowed metal detector from Detective Gumshoe. Oh boy, the detector from the detective. Time to detect some metal, I guess. Like, Detector Gumshoe. I mean, oh shit. I'm I'm sorry. I'm absent-minded right now because I have to I have to look at I have to look at 3 windows right now. I'm sorry. His face. All right. So Gourd Lake Woods. Whew, nothing here. Anything at the boat rental? Nick! It's beeping! The metal detector's found something! Sure is loud enough about it. Whatever it is, it must be in those bushes. Go check it out, Maya. Why do I have to check it out? Nick! Look! Huh. An air tank? Huh. The valve looks broken. I thought it was Gordy. Maya, first of all, why would Gordy be in the bushes? And second of all, why would a metal detector react to a sea monster? Oh. Huh? There's something wrapped around this air tank. It looks like a string of flags? Well, we might as well take it with us now that we found it. It's heavy. Picked up an air tank of dubious value. So, what do we do now? Got any ideas, anybody? I mean... Laura pet the dog. This is a lot of information at once, so I'm gonna go first with so I already talked to Larry. So yeah. So the way that investigation in Ace Attorney works is... Hold on. Detective Gumshoe isn't here. Now that you mention it, didn't he say he had a meeting to go to? Ah, that's right. Let's come back later. Okay. So the way that Ace Attorney investigation works is that you can do... So when nobody's here, you can either examine the scene, or you can move to a different location. So if we go to the Gourd Lake Purple Beach, then we can either talk to the guy, and then we can also present evidence. So anything that's been added to our court record, we can present that as info. I'm actually interested in Vega's theory. Like, if the Steel Samurai is Gordy, then the metal detector should... let's try that. What? An air tank? What about it? Larry, I wanted to ask you about this tank. Say, is this air tank yours? Why would I have a thing like that? Look, see if there's a string of flags around the tank valve? It's just like the string of flags on your Steel Samurai there. Must be a coincidence. There's strings of flags everywhere these days. Like elementary schools. And used car dealerships. Look, why would he need a tank anyway? Haha. Oh, you used this to inflate that, didn't you? Inflate what? What else? That big puffy steel samurai. Ugh! Now why would you go asking me a question like that? Looks like I hit the nail on the head. Right. Actually, see, the compressor I always use is on the fritz. So I tried using the tank to inflate it just once. And, it didn't go so well. As I suspected. It didn't go so well? Yeah. Do you think you could be a little more specific? Come on. Look, it's embarrassing, so I really don't want to talk about it. Tell us! Fine. Whatever. It's like what I said, the compressor was busted. So I took the tank and tried to fill the samurai up with that. And then... the valve busted open and made this incredible noise. And that tank there took off like a rocket. And it took my poor deflated steel samurai with it. What? Off into Gourd Lake? It sure scared me out of my gourd, that's for sure. So, the tank and the steel samurai you were trying to fill up flew away. What happened next? Well, all that happened on the 20th or so. The 20th, a week ago. Now, as far as I could see, the tank went flying out into the lake. So I went out every night in a boat looking for it. I mean, Kianse gave me that steel samurai after all. And when did you find it? Just the night before last. It flew way out there. It took me 4 whole days to find it. The night before last was the night of the murder. Sorry for not telling you, Nick. Actually, I was here on the night of the murder. But you see, I went home before midnight. So you didn't know about what happened? No. That's too bad. It's not all bad. We've solved one mystery at least. A mystery? Maybe we should go tell her. You ready for this? Oh, okay. Hold on. Well, Mr. Lawyer, I've got the info y'all need. Y'all got the scoop on Gordy for me yet? Oh boy. Lotta, there is no such thing as Gordy. What? How can y'all be so sure? Really, Nick? Y'all got some proof Gordy don't exist? The proof that Gordy doesn't exist. Of course I have proof. No lawyer with his badge would make a claim without the proof to back it up. That's comical, coming from Phoenix. Let's go. Larry's air tank? What are y'all doing with an air tank? This is Gordy. Excuse me? What exactly are you saying, Nick? There's a stand near here, a hot dog stand. There's a giant inflatable samurai doll there. About a week ago, an idiot who happens to be a friend of mine tried to fill it. He used this air tank, and when the valve blew, the tank flew into the lake. Apparently made a pretty loud bang when it flew. A bang? The tank, along with the still deflated samurai, fell into the lake. At the same time, a couple was taking a photograph of the lake. This photo. Wait. So, you're saying that Gordy is really the steel samurai? Well, that's a fine way to ruin a gal's dreams. I'm sorry, Lotta. Nah, it's okay. You win. I'll give you your info like I promised. Poor Lotta. So, tell us this information you have. A promise is a promise, I guess. I overheard the cops around here saying something about the witness tomorrow. They said he's the caretaker of the boat rental place up the path here. Boat rental? There's someone there? I mean, it looks so deserted. Just an old guy living all by himself. Y'all should go check it out. Thanks, Lotta. We will. Let's get cracking, Nick. Hold on. Something else? Yeah, the night of the murder. My camera clicked twice, you know. Huh? Wait, so you have another photo? Well, yeah, but there's nothing in it at all. Just a lake. I figured it wouldn't be much use as evidence, so I kept it to myself. Well, might not be helpful at all, but... Here, take it. Second lake photo added to the court record. Bye now. Y'all take care. Time for me to pack up and leave. Poor Lotta. It's all Larry's fault. The legend still lives on, I guess. The legend? Yeah, the legend of Larry. Familiar to all who know him for any length of time. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Someone should whip that butts into shape. Alright, so now is as good a time as any to talk about the evidence a bit. So, the main thing is that, wait, no, I mentioned the camera already. So, the other thing to mention is the fucking, hold on. Hey, Nick. This is the boat shop that Lotta was talking about. You're right. Doesn't seem to be anyone around at all. Well, let's go check it out anyway. Let's go. December 26th. Caretaker's shack. Is that a parrot? Meg, that you? Hey, is that Keith with you? Where have you two been? I've been worried sick. Nick, you handle this. I think I'll leave this one up to you, Maya. Meg! Yes? Finally made up your mind, have you? My mind? You'll run the pasta shop when I'm gone. The pasta? Glad to hear it, glad to hear it. You make your old man proud. When you kids left the house, I didn't know what to think. How am I supposed to keep this place running, an old man like me? Polly, the kids are home. Hello, hello. Squawk. Nick, what was that? A parrot. The one on that perch. Keith. Yes? I'll leave the wet noodle to in your capable hands, Sonny. Nick? What's the wet noodle? Based on the available evidence, I'd say it's the name of his pasta shop. That's a relief, isn't it, Polly? Hello, hello, squawk. Yep. He fell asleep. I guess he's relieved. So, do I talk to him, examine what? Like, who is, like... I'm gonna go with examine first, just to see what this bird's about. Wow, what an amazing parrot that is. Good morning. Hello? He ignored me. Yeah, he is. What, you forgot, Meg? You gotta call her name first. Her name? Polly, how you been? Hello, hello. Squawk. See? Neat. So the parrot's name is Polly. Parrot added to the court record. Too bad all she can say is hello. Ha ha ha. Oh, Polly can say lots of things. You just need to know the secret words. The secret words? Zzz. My memory's gotten worse of late. That's why I just tell everything important to old Polly here. Everything important? I wonder. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228, squawk. Wait, 1228, squawk. Alright. Hey, Polly, wash it, will ya? See, Nick? All it takes is a little clever thinking. And a criminal mind. Quick, Nick, write that number down. Hey, don't get me involved in your little heist schemes. Do we talk about pasta or boat rental? Can I open the safe? No, I'm not gonna. I mean, I'll try. Look, a little safe. It's locked. This is a boat rental shop, right? What are you talking about? This here's the Palace of Pasta, the Wit Noodle. Though, now that you mention it, we haven't gotten many orders for spaghetti lately. All the kids come up and say, yo dude, we want to ride one of your boats. And that's why I keep them boats out there. Youngsters these days, darned if I understand them. I'm pretty confused myself. Nick, this isn't going anywhere. But this old man is the witness tomorrow, right? We've got to find some way of getting information out of him. Zzz. A pasta shop? Yep. To think, the wet noodle will live on when I'm gone. My father started it, you know. So that makes you two the third generation. Meg. Yes! Tomorrow, we'll start with the secrets of dough tossing. Dough tossing? You too, Keith. Yes? You'll be the best pasta wrangler the West has ever seen. Pasta wrangler? The West? Isn't pasta from Italy? Meg! Yes? You know the best pasta's always been made west of the Rockies, don't you? Right, of course. Everybody knows that. Nick? Huh? How long do we have to keep up this all in the family charade? This old man must know something about the murder. We're not leaving until we find out what that is. I think I'll present something. That a lawyer's badge? Yes, it is. I don't believe it. Hold on, let me drink water. This old guy is the first person to recognize my badge. Hold on. I get it. Huh? Yep, I got you figured out now. You're not Keith. Nick, now's the chance to clear things up. Sir. No, I'm not Keith. And I'm not Meg either. We're here investigating a murder that took place on this lake the other night. Please help us. A lawyer, huh? Please, mister. Alright, I'll help. But on one condition. What's that? When this case is over and done, you'll run the wet noodle. Do we run the noodle? do, do we run the noodle? Run the noodle, run the noodle. Okay, we promise. Nick, are you sure about this? Hey, anything to get this case solved. Also, who wouldn't want to eat Phoenix noodles? I guess so. That's my boy. Good for you, Keith. Wait, didn't I just say... You too, Meg! Yes? You bring a tear to your old man's eye, you know. Now, what was that you wanted to know? Speak up, Polly. Hello, hello. Squawk. Now he's talking to the bird again. How do we get him to talk to us? What? Fucking, I'm just gonna keep looking until... This is the, I guess, the term the equivalent of pixel hunting. You know about Gordy? Nope. Oh, that's it. Why would he know about Misty Faye? Yep, I've seen this. You know something about this, sir? Keith. Yes? It's okay. You can call me Dad. Dad, you know something about this? Yep, the other night. Out on the lake. Yes? Yes? I know all about that. I seen it. What? Tell us what you saw. Well, I suppose. Since you're taking over the shop and all. Okay, Boomer. I forget the time, but it was pretty dark outside. Probably night, yep. It was after midnight, but okay. Then I heard this bang, so I looked outside. Then I heard another one. Bang. A little while later, this boat comes back. Then a young man walked by my window here. He was muttering something to himself, yep. What did he say? Yep. I forgot. I'll remember tomorrow by court time, promise. We need to know earlier than that. You know what? Yeah? Little Terry was just here. Terry? Yep, that kid next door. You always used to make him cry, remember? He was wearing this tattered old coat. Got himself some whiskers growing out his face. Oh, he means Larry. Yeah, wait, no. Oh, Gumshoe, okay. Comes up and tells me to come down to court tomorrow. Really? Somehow I don't think we're going to get much useful information from this guy. Maybe we should be leaving. I think you're right. Oh, wait, I had one more question. Huh? Polly, have we forgotten something? Squawk. Don't forget DL6, squawk. Huh? What did she just say, Nick? One more time, Polly. Don't forget DL6, squawk. What? The DL6 incident? Hey, I mean, Dad. This is getting weird. Who is this old guy? Why would that bird Polly know about DL6? We have to figure out who that old man is. Oh, what? He locked the door from the other side. Who could that old man be? I think I need to do a little more research on this DL6 incident. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe. Don't forget DL6. Don't forget DL6. It's Christmas, baby. December 26th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. Hey, pal. Long time no see. You don't look so happy. What's wrong this time? Actually, we wanted to ask you something. Yeah? Okay, fun little fact for voice acting for a game like this. I when I voice act characters, I pretend that what I'm seeing on the sprite, I'm looking in a mirror. So when I act Gumshoe, I'm just I like, yeah, like it's like I'm him basically. So yeah. Oh yeah. The old man who runs it is appearing as a witness in court tomorrow, right? It's acting, Mary. That was supposed to be top secret. Do you know who that old man is, detective? Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an odd bird. I haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him. I decided first that he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. That's why we called him a lot of heart yesterday. As for who he is, we have absolutely no idea. Sounds suspicious. Detective Gumshoe, please help us. Huh? We need to know about the DL6 incident. Ugh. That was when Edgeworth's father died. I can't help but think that it has something to do with this current case. To tell the truth, I don't know much about DL6 either. Mr. Edgeworth forbade us from reading the file. So, I'm afraid I can't show them to you either, pal. What? However, if you can convince me somehow that the DL6 incidents are related to this case, well, I guess I'd consider opening the file up. Present. What's that? A parrot? The old man at the boat rental shop's parrot. The parrot knew about that incident. That incident? DL6. What? Polly, have we forgotten something? Squawk. Don't forget DL6, squawk. Huh? There's a dog and a bird. Where can you go wrong? Yeah, but how would that old man know about the DL6 incident? Wait, what if that old man was connected to DL6? Nick, you think he might be? I getcha. Sounds like you need information on the DL6 incident. Through there's the station's records room. I'll give you special permission to go in and find what you need. Alright, way to go, Detective Gumshoe. Okay, Nick, to the records room. I guess it's time we faced Edgewood's past. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. December 26th, Police Department, Records Room. Wow, it's amazingly dusty. 10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess. Let's find that DL6 stuff quick. 15 years ago, both me and Edgeworth were 9 years old. We were almost through with 4th grade when he suddenly transferred. Because of DL6? Nick, I found out where the file is. Oh, thanks. Just let me know what you want to know about the DL6 incident. I'll go get the right file. I was actually doing a fist like that. Alright. Well, first I have to get a handle on the main faces, like a summary. Right. Summary. Found it. Here you go. December 28th, 2001. That's exactly 15 years from the day after tomorrow. 15 years ago. So in 2 days, the case is closed. The incident took place in the elevator of the district court. What? Is this the same district court where we're holding the trial now? Looks like it. There was a large earthquake at 2 p.m. on that day. Part of the court building collapsed and all the lights went out. Wow, that was some earthquake. me. At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. 5 hours. That would be scary like that in the dark. There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator, and the survivors were unconscious. The survivors? One of the 3 in the elevator had been shot in the heart. That was Mr. Edgewood's father, wasn't it? He said that his father was shot before his very eyes, so Miles Edgewood was one of the other passengers in that elevator. Victim or suspect data. Right. Got any data on the suspect in there? That would be the guy that my mom got arrested. Hold on, this is it. The man arrested as a suspect in DL6 was Yana Yogi. He was a clerk in that court, apparently. So he must have been the 3rd person in the elevator. Well, then he had to have done it. But he was found innocent, thanks to his defense lawyer, Robert Hammond. Hammond, the victim in our case. Oh shit. Right. The suspect, Mr. Yoki, was oxygen deprived, so much that he had brain damage. He lost all memory of being in the elevator. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared. Where could Yogi have gone to, I wonder? He may be closer than we think. And lastly, the victim data. Do you have data on the victim, Edgewood's father? Yeah, hold on. Victim. Here, found it. Gregory Edgeworth, 35, defense attorney. If he were still alive, he'd be 50. He had lost that day's case in court and got into the elevator with his son, Miles. Miles? Miles Edgeworth, of course. So he was on the elevator with his father. From the angle of the bullet and other evidence, it could not have been a suicide. The murder weapon, a pistol, was found in the elevator. The pistol had been fired 2 times. Where have I heard that before? Huh, it sounds just like this current case. What's going on here? I guess I know generally what happened in DL6 now. I still don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth. Nick, are we going to take the whole file? There's too much. We'll never get it out. You're right. How about we just take what we think we'll need? DL6 case file added to the court record. Right. That's probably all we'll be able to find here. Now, all that's left is the trial tomorrow. I wonder how Dad will do testifying in court. Alright. Investigation phase done. Mary. Alright, so we're going to take a quick break for me to get my bearings straight and for everybody to just, do what they need to do. So, have a good, 10 minutes. Alright, let me put on some good-ass music. Nah, that's later recess. There we go. Alright, I'm going to get some food real quick and probably go to the bathroom so I don't have to later, like last time. Alright, muting myself now. Alright. I'm back. I fucking... I just, I was making sure I didn't get tired by running in place for a bit. So... I'm a bit... that may or may not have made it worse, but I tried. Oh, that's perfect. This is the perfect way to get back into it fucking sweaty. Hold on. Alright, actually back. I have decided to alleviate the sweat a bit by removing my sweater, among other things. So... Alright. So... We all ready to go? Huh? Oh shit, okay. That's worrying. Right. Right. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. December 27, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Apparently the prosecution is also ready. Who is the judge here, anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Very well, no opening statements, so... Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. A prediction! Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Order. Order! Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Bah, must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Right. I call my witness, my decisive witness to the stand. It's that mysterious boat shop owner. Witness, state your profession. I am the proprietor of the restaurant at the Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. And I also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah. I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right. The witness will state his name. Well, not really sure yet. What do you mean? My memory. Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. You can't recall, you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we? Witness? Witness testimony, the night of the murder. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight, yep. I was in the restaurant, where I rent boats, as usual. Then I heard a bang, yep. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Oh my god, what the fuck is going on out there? I'm sorry, hold on. I'm not sure what that is. Anyway, my parents are doing something. I'm sorry if you can hear that, I hope you don't. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore, and a man walks by my window. Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination. There's nothing to question on my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict, now. Yes, Mr. Wright. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well, you may begin. Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma. 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. The night of the murder. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight, yep. I was in the restaurant, where I rent boats, as usual. Then I heard a bang, yep. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. So, what should I do? If I know Von Karma, he spent time preparing this witness. I'm not going to find contradictions very easily in this testimony. Phew, it's tough being a lawyer. Ren. Just after midnight, you say? Yep, just around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure, yep. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today. I asked him and he remembered. Isn't that right? Nah, that's coming later, Reese. Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly, I did, yep. You see? Continue. Where I run boats, as usual. Then I heard a bang, yep. And where did the bang seem to come from? From the lake, I figure. Are you certain? Yeah. Good. Continue. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Was there someone in the boat? It was pretty far out there. I couldn't see clearly. But I figured there was 2 men out there, yep. But you couldn't see them clearly. Yep. At the time, that is. At the time. Then I heard another bang. Yeah, there it is. So you heard 2 gunshots total. Yep. That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. By your window? Yep, by my window. Right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. I have a bad feeling about this. That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad. Dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead as he was walking by, too. Witness, are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him, that Edgeworth boy. This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. Von Karma. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I'd better act quick or this trial is going to be over. Yeah, it was. It was. Raise an objection? Yeah. Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's court that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun, and the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand? Exactly. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true. The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said I can't believe he's dead, but his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie... Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Nick, do we have evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please. Can you hear me, sis? Please. I need your help. Nick needs you. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Enough. The witness may leave the stand. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. What? No! This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The accused will surrender to the court immediately. to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. The court is adjourned. Wait! Who was that just now? Me! Huh? What? Larry! What are you doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday, but today I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot. I heard it too. Order. What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So, you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something you said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Order. Order! Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick, this is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry, he could make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there is another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this a new witness to testify. Now. What? The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. Alright. Here we go. Phew. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I have seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night. Yes? Yes. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right. And he found the balloon in the air tank that night? Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh? You say something right. Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. And I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I see. Right. Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance. Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials. Perfectly prepared witnesses. Perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything depends on Larry now. Everything. Y'all ready for this? Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th. Right. Leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Let me just push my chair forward. Okay. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. Witness testimony, the night of the murder. That night, I was out on a boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back into the rental shop dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out of the lake, but I didn't notice the boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any matter, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what it's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. That night, I was out on a boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. Wait, let me look at that record, actually. Hold on. So, 2 sounds like gunshots. Okay, yeah, so Lauder heard there was 2 gunshots and then... Then, just as I was thinking about going, I heard this bang. Should I press here? I mean... Yeah, it's like... I mean... All testimony is valuable, right? Like, you get something out of it. So... So after I heard that single got... I want to press here. Like... Oh, hold on. Looking for something? Yeah. Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for? What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy. You know, it wouldn't surprise me one bit if that was the truth. This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with. So, wait, what, Ren? Press here. So, you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah? Huh. Well, Nick? It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should just start working on the contradictions. Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. wasn't there a boat on the lake? Order. Order. Well, Mr. Butts. Whoa, whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Oh, okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. What do you think? No, the air tank was a few days before that. Well, I don't think that's a contradiction to anything. Like, what he's saying here is that he was like, is that, yeah, sounds good to me. Objection! Wait a sec, Larry. What? You only heard one bang? You're sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs, and the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please! Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? Mr. Butts. What? You only heard 1 gunshot? Are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Eh? Not sure? How could you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude. On my headphones. Oh, cool, Larry listens to podcasts. Order! Order! And stop that booing! Mr. Butts! You were listening to a radio on earphones. Yeah, so what? Is that a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Von Karma, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony? Well, I gotta. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Bah! Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony, and be sure to include details like your radio. Right, leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this. Believe me. Oh no, recess. Ah, man. Try refreshing a bit. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. You were listening to your radio at a high volume? Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? An announcer. The guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is, when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to a real booming loud, like... But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it, too. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. But there is one gleaming ray of hope in there. I've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. So... I don't think there's a contradiction here, so we've got to press on something. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it, too. What did he say? Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us? Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. I mean, should we? Yeah. I mean, we should care? Should we care? Come on, come on. Let's go. Alright, let's go. Oh man, Reese's is lacking it the hell out. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask, Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard the gunshot." I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it! Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when you heard the gunshot. Indeed, and? Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas! Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve! That would seem to be the case, yes. But that contradicts the two testimonies we've heard so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Hard and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Order! Order! What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butts' claim he heard the gunshot before midnight? Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim? Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. Haha. Look at this photograph again! For the third time! This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. Oh, yeah? Huh? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It's why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor. See you, recess. This photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Aha! Correct! There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then, where does that leave us? Ms. Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. It is a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots, with a 25-minute pause between them. Why would this be? Don't be fooled, Judge. That camera was set to respond to loud noises. Yes? There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why, the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera. Hey, my nose was clear that night, man, clear! Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 p.m. was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have any. Well, even so, like, other things could activate it, like that party popper earlier. So what do we got? Evidence that there was another gunshot before the murder. The murder weapon, .22 caliber, fired 3 times. This is my evidence. The murder weapon. Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When, then, was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Order! Order! That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. Exactly. If this is true, then there were 2 sets of gunshots, separated by 25 minutes. one at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you? Why? Uh-oh, I'd better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. Ah! What's wrong, Nick? I have it. I have it! Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya. Yes. If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm going to run with it. Right. I mean, is this safe? Safe. We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick. Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? So, you finally realized the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. Yeah, Nicky. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat. I admit, it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 0:15. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who this is sitting on the boat. One vote for Edgeworth and the murderer. Yeah. So what you got, Ren? So... I'm interested, Ren. What do you got? Alright, so... Another vote for Edgeworth and the murderer. Alright. Just need one more vote. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes. Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not so sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous. Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer, then. The murderer's name? Right, it's... Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Ah, again you waste my time. I don't know, because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop. Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not in a boat? What? Well then where did the murder take place? Show the judge where the murder really took place. So the options are on the lake, by the beach, by the dog stand, by the woods, and by the boat rental place. What's up, Ren? I'm gonna go with boat rental if you don't got anything else. Three, two, one. Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way he can be with the victim without anyone seeing. Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he just returned a boat? The boat shop. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Then, who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? It's not, Nikki, it's not as fun when you quick save everywhere. Like, there's gotta be some stakes to it. And I do quick save when I need to, but I don't now. course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Oh, I see. Oh, got it, okay. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if it didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations, the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. I'm gonna let the jury decide on this one. I mean, what else do you need? Wait, okay, Nikki, if you mean what I... Okay, you're talking about Snowball. Okay, I'll message you about that, later. So, yeah. But, fuck. For now, though, we've got time to fix it. In the meantime... Mind if I pick to create a witness? I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Later, Mary. Create a witness. The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then... the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat has shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once he realized that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body, and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. I love how Larry's just sitting there. He's just standing there. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly! Literally just vibing. Very well. While we're waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said. Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry. I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir! Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What? What should I do? Find him, quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. December 27th, 1:22 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. Yay, Nick, you did it! Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably gonna get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax. I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now, and I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you, to get it off my chest, but... I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed. A memory of a murder. To be continued. There we go. Day 2. See you next time. Unless you want to find out the rest of it. You ready for this? What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? The memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed... I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he'd never take someone's life. Never. Nick. Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I am swooning in the aisles, how am I? Swooning? Me? Oh, yes, I do remember feeling faint. Right on. Tell me the truth, it was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy. You guys should be bowling bowing before me, yeah. Bow before your hero. Larry. Larry, You really... fuck you. Fuck off, Vega. You really helped out in the trial today. Okay. You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. But seriously, Nick. That bow shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edge ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? From where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. I mean, can you really know who's telling the truth about that night? Nick? I don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me. Right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick? Enough with the silent treatment. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me, Miles and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know. What? Hey Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear the story today, and that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the beginning of spring, 4th grade. I was on trial. A class trial. A class trial? You remember, Larry, spring, 4th grade? A kid in my class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school is really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Huh, I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared, with $38 still inside. Oh, yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I'd skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So, they thought you did it? Yeah. The kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day we held a classroom trial, with me as the defendant. I didn't do it! Guilty! He did it! Guilty! It was you! Thief! Give me my money back! You're such a meanie! No one play with them! Just admit you did it! You can't hide the truth! Tell us the truth! We're not gonna play with you anymore! He shouldn't be allowed on the relay race or on the library committee! Give me back my 50 cents I loaned you! Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Apologize to the class, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad, I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went over to where the boy was sitting. That's when it happened. He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs. Miles. It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No? Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? This is always how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. They're children. They all think this is cool. Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were always friends. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So, I took it kind of personally, you see. When something smells, it's usually the butts. So what's Edgeworth's goals, anyway? Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. Dude, he wanted to be like his father, so he wore a suit to class. It's not rocket science. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my dad. A famous defense attorney. Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had something to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney." Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimony, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him, I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it, though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean... That's why? That's why he became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet with me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So, is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Nick! We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Right. It very well may be. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Alright, so what do I got now? Okay. Yeah, so I don't need the deposition anymore. I mostly just need the pistol, metal detector, okay. Robert's autopsy report. Misty face photo will be useful. And then the DL6 case file. So... Case summary, okay. So this is the DL6 incident. It took place on 12/28/2001. Elevator District Court. Air in elevator was oxygen depleted at the time of incident. No clues found on the scene. Victim data. Gregory Edgeworth, age 35, defense attorney. Trapped in elevator returning from a lost trial with son Miles, age 9. 1 bullet found in heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. Suspect data. Yana Yogi, age 37. Court bailiff, trapped with the Edgeworths. Memory lost due to oxygen deprivation. After his arrest, fiancée Polly Jenkins commits suicide. Huh. Alright, so... Where do we go now? I get the feeling we're done examining the Robert Hammond murder case. Like, all the evidence is already there, so I guess we go to the criminal affairs? Or, I don't know. I think I'll go to Never Forget DL6. No, it's Kinning. It's Kinning. The bird kins Yogi's dead wife, dead fiance. December 27, Grossberg Law Offices. He's out again. When does he work anyway? No, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. December 27, Detention Center, Visitor's Room. You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 4th grade. Lunch money? Oh, right, yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, right? So simple. To a fault, even. Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Perhaps. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher, and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know on courtroom techniques from him. So, he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life. He is obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. And not one suspect was declared innocent. Ever. But that's chaos of trauma. Miles Edgeworth is my traumatized baby. I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is a job to find the suspect guilty perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth, if what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right. Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. Ugh. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, right, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, and what? Thanks. Okay. Thanks, Papa. Oh, okay. I I'm streaming. Okay. Go. He brought me latkes. Okay. Yeah. He had to be the shooter any way you look at it. Yes, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago, the three of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's agreement and argument in court. He claimed young Yogi had been not of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. Hey, here's a picture of your dead dad. No, fine. Fine. Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gotten back yet. Gumshoe? He won't be coming back today. Oh, really? He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. The boat shop caretaker. He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. I can't. Nick, no! That's a photo of his father. Don't show him that. You're right. That probably isn't a good time to dredge up those Yeah, Vega. Nothing. Huh? Good, you stopped. let me take a fucking bite into this fucking potato. Okay, this ain't bad actually. Shit. Like, these aren't bad. It's it's like a cackle, god. Alright, so what the hell are we doing here? Wait, okay, so can we go into the records room? No, okay. Gourd Lake Park entrance. Hey. No, it's a cackle. Hey, pal. Long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, eh? Got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No prob, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. I mean, yeah, like, I don't know who else this guy could be. No! Wait, what? Oh, fuck. Well, I don't know how, I don't know how acceptable a joke that is, because I mean, Christ, never mind. I'm Jewish on my father's side, so tomorrow, like, my entire family on his side is coming to celebrate Hanukkah, and so So, like, I still celebrate Christmas, but I also celebrate Hanukkah, so I'm like a bi-religious atheist, basically. Okay, so I have been, I have been mocked for my witch nose before, so it is fitting. I mean, it's fine. It got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. I'm still eating it, it's good. I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. I mean... I mean, being trans is already the eternal torment. The steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's been too busy with the trial to show up for work. Okay, so I can't go to the woods. That makes sense. That old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. I know the clearing of the throat anywhere. Ah, see ya, Nikki. Aha, hello. What might you be doing here? Out for a walk? Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That is true, yes? But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. Ho, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? Can we go in? Nobody's home. Hello, squawk. Hey, it's Polly. Somebody's home. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello, squawk. I can't believe you'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello, squawk. Best song in the game. Straight up. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228. Squawk. Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. I guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in there is a letter. A letter? Boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth! Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says, this is your last chance. Now is your time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here, in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know. But it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Now, I like what all of you have done here. Like, you've all been super cool today. But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you. Great, now the bird's going to hate me. It really do be like that. This has been fun. Like, it's super fun, like, introducing Ace Attorney to people, because like, this happens. So, we got the letter. What do we do now? I gotcha, it's good. We're in the detention center, criminal affairs. Nothing here. Yeah, let's fucking do it. Let's fucking do it. Let's show him the plot. Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge on me? Who is that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant and you got declared guilty or something? Nice, right, but I don't remember that old man. Not at all. So, he was following this letter then. Which means there was someone else behind it. Now is your time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond. It also says that this is your last chance. Last chance. Wait, maybe he's talking about the Statute of Limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi. The suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help, get us out! Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress has caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court and Yogi was found innocent. Huh, but isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right. Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed. A memory of a murder. I think the time has come to tell all. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help! Get us out! Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen. I can't breathe. You're using up my air. What? Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. What? What are you? Stop breathing my air! No. Father! He's attacking Father! Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol. Get away. Get away from my father. Arrgh! And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. The scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But that's just a dream, right? Right? That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean... It was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe. There is, Nick. There is someone else who knows about DL6. Mr. Grossberg. Hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding. I can't believe you're not. My. Just calm down and tell me what's happened, It's Mr. Edgeworth. He... I see. So, Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father. It's only a dream, only a dream. I wonder... What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled? Well, also, consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream, it was real, as you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father, the pistol fired, and the deed was done. No! I don't believe it! Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the Statute of Limitation so close. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer, now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. My sister. Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And he lost, and died in despair, as it were. I see. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey. Wait, that was your mother, Misty Fey. Sorry. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless. Oh, so this is the letter? It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond. But why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own. Huh? His own sake? He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. Huh. You'll understand soon enough. Wait. What is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before. A long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? These lockers are pretty good. Could it be Manfred von Karma? Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. Von Karma. But wait, you're right, my boy! This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports. What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was... Correct. Manfred von Karma himself. What does this mean, then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. he would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh no. But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win, but he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusations stood. Faulty evidence? It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. A vacation. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like, go to the sea or to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya. In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Von Karma's going to bring up DL6, you can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know. I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But, Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. The police materials. Heading back to the records room. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi. Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe's pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again. Well, no, I can't have just anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma's in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there. Von Karma? Yes, he's just arrived, actually. Von Karma's in the records room. Nick, let's hurry. Dusty as always. We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they just haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. Huh? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. The label says unsolved cases, evidence. Unsolved cases? Nick, the file for DL6, it's completely empty. What? What are you doing in here? Yeah! Von Karma. You. How do you know my name? Huh? Have we met? What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team. Defense team. I beg your pardon. You see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They're like bugs to me, needless things to be crushed. I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. Alright, what should I do? Mr. Edgeworth was your student, right? A romanticist who could never shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second-rate. Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against the mere defense attorney. Why? Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record. So you did, but what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since we've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean. You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. We were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up TL6 in court tomorrow. I mean, I wish, but we only got that metal detector. What the fuck? I don't know. Hold on, shit. Okay. I don't have a picture of Von Karma's dead fucking dad. Fool. You think I, a prosecutor, would give you a defense attorney information? Bah. Creep. I don't know, let's show him this parrot to find out. Fool. You think I... Yeah, okay. In Ace Attorney 1, it doesn't really do much to show people your badge. It only really comes into its form in, like, Ace Attorney 3. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter? Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me from a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick, what is that thing? A stun gun. For self-defense, usually. Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body, like a dog touching an electric fence. 600,000... Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it, usually. Now, give me the letter. No. No! Whoa, what are you? Nick, run! Ah! Ah! Maya, out of my way. Ah! Ah! He got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the DL6 evidence. All of it. Back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya! Maya, open your eyes. Maya. The letter. Did he take it? Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay? I... I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could. But one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Maya! There has to be some way I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Huh? Maya, she's holding something. What is that? A bullet? DL6 incident, evidence number 7. Taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. To be continued. Alright. The Statute of Limitations will run out on December 28th, and that's when we will stream next. See you, Nikki. I mean, you ready to go? Alright. We'll do this. I mean, I can go. I mean, no, I mean, yeah, I'll save. This is the final day, the final trial. I'm thinking now, like, I was thinking of, like, the reason I want to have this trial, like, later is, yeah, like, we are super close, and there's the thing, like, I want other people to be there, right? Like, it's, like, first of all, it's getting kind of late, and second of all, it's, like, I don't want it to be just us there, like, I want, yeah. Well, there is Miri and Recess, and well, okay, Nikki won't be there on whatever day because they're only available on Mondays and Thursdays up until like 10 my time. Yeah. So So yeah, like so. Hmm. Yeah. All right. So the next time we can reconvene either. So let's see. Today is the 25th, and tomorrow like my whole family is coming over for Hanukkah, so I won't be able to stream like any point on that day. Tomorrow is Friday the 27th, but I could go for the meme and do it on the 28th because that's the exact day of the final trial. So I'll leave that up to you. All right, nice. All right, nice. All right, perfect. This will be great. So I will see you all then. In the meantime, have a good ass time with the rest of your night.